Hi and welcome to the Loondog channel. Today we're going to show you how to build some windows, man. And I'm going to show you Windsor Castle. It's unfinished, but this is the best place to show you how I've come up with a whole crap load of different types of styles of windows. So without further ado, I'm going to show you around this place, and then we'll get going on showing you how to build all the windows that I've created and thought of, along with other windows that came with the game. Yeah. This is how you put together a window with a split in the middle for a concrete block. Here's another one, and then here's a doorway with a piece of wood in front of it. Makes another window, and there's 3 different windows right there, and you can combine. Alright, here's a metal frame type of window. It's a 2-panel window. You can use it for concrete or doing metal siding, wood siding, whatever type of siding you want to use. And it is a single-story window. You can also double stack them, one on top of another, and make it 2 stories if you'd like as well. And then the cool thing about this too is, you'll see in a second here, you can also put wood in front of these and make it an even smaller window if you'd like. And here is the metal frame window with the concrete. I use the stairs that you find in the floor section to be able to put these up. It makes it a lot faster using those, as you see in the back that I've used. And now I'm going to put it on the second floor. I'm going to delete this one. Then I'm going to add a second window to the top, and that way you can see what it looks like from the second floor up here in a second. It took me a while to figure out, like, you know, how to make some windows, because this game doesn't really give you a lot of options for windows, man. It doesn't give you actually any windows for options, so you gotta kind of be really creative. And I sat down for a few hours when I was doing the Windsor Castle at the very beginning and just throwing all this stuff together to figure it out. And if you look at some of my streams, you'll see that I had a 10-hour stream. I think it was Windsor Castle number 2, where I streamed how to make my windows, and 1 and 2 actually. And you see how I threw a whole bunch of stuff together and tried to figure it all out. It was crazy. Right here I'm going to put this small little wooden platform down so it gives me something to connect. When you're on a second floor, you have to add an extra piece of wood down on the floor to be able to double stack these, and you'll see this. And I don't currently have the window underneath because I was trying to go really fast here, but this is how you do double stack them, like how I double stacked them on the castle. This is how I did it. Just add these 2 pieces and get rid of that. And it doesn't have to necessarily be this metal either. It can be the wood panels that I showed you before too. You can use those, and you see those all over the front of my castle, because that's what I went with, was the wood style. I figured the metal would be a little bit too new. It needs to be predated since it is a castle. And there you go. Check it out. Looks pretty cool. Second. And I'm going to show you right here a wooden doorway with a piece of wood in front. You can also use this for a window as well. These are the stuff that does come with the game that you don't really have to be too creative with. You slap this right on front, and there you go, small window. Alright, here we're gonna show you how to do the suitcases as trim. We're gonna make an arched window right here. I've already done the commentary for this 2 or 3 times, but Share Factory just doesn't want to seem to save and keeps getting corrupt every time I save. I had to redo this video 3 or 4 times now. It's really pissing me off. But here we go. I'm going off on a rant. We're gonna do both sides like this. We stick these on rugs, guys. That's how we glitch them into the walls. Get our arches the way we want before we stick them in. We'll stick this side on a rug. Put this one on a rug. There we go. And then put this one in the wall right here. And then we'll straighten it up a little bit. Look at that. Beautiful. Looks good. Alright guys, now we're going to do a 2-story window. 2 floors, 1 big window. And it's going to be, there's no archway on the top, but you can put an arch if you want to, just like I showed you on the last one. You just add it to the very top of it. And we're going to stack all these up, put them on a rug again, and stick them in the wall just like we did on the first one there. It's pretty easy. It just time consuming is all it is. To get your stack as tall as mine are right now, you just got to look down like I did, 1 floor below, and just keep hitting the X button. Spam it until it stops building. And that's how you get it so tall. We're going to put this one on a rug as well. Put this one over here. And now we got to make another double stack. Here we go. Here's our next stack. Stick this stack up top. And do it to the other side. And then we're going to put them in the wall. Then after that, we're going to juice them up with some lights. We'll put some lights in there. I'm going to do 4 lights on the bottom. And I'm going to do 2 lights kind of staggered diagonally on the top. That way you can see how much light it produces for the top and bottom. You'll see that the bottom will be a little more lit up than the top is. And I kind of like only having 2 lights staggered, because you also got to remember, once you start doing the inside decorating and everything, and you're gonna have lights in there too, and you don't want it to be too bright. Plus, you don't want to have lag too if you have a big structure like I do here. So I've tried to conserve on as much as possible, so that way the structure does not lag too much, and it has worked so far. Now with the new update, it does lag a little more, because I guess the graphics have gotten a little better, and because of that, you know, building bigger things does make it lag a little more. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet on big projects that you guys are doing, but you're gonna feel it. Look at that, it's beautiful. Done. Alright, in this segment, we're going to do light boxes. I just hold them just on the very edge where I have them stick over like an inch. And then that's how I do it. And then I just delete the bottom ones. And then there you go. Boom. See how it looks? And as soon as I put the concrete up right here, you will see how they stick out just a little bit. And now I'm going to take the concrete away. I put that piece of wood right there so that way I can find my center. And then I'm going to stick the light box right in the middle of it. Center it up right there, straighten it out, and then I'm going to build on each side, and then I'm going to have 2 stacks going up, and it's going to be like a double window setup right there. And I'm going to also power these one too, guys. That way you'll be able to see how they look unpowered and powered. Take all these out of the way here, put a couple generators in, wire these babies up, and we'll be ready to go. And you can use these on all concrete. They stick in concrete. You can actually use the wire. See how the wire went through the concrete there? You can wire through concrete without having to take the concrete away. It will wire right through it. It's great that way, because it considers it a foundation, not a wall. If it thought it was a wall, it probably wouldn't work. But that's a nice thing about it here. And then as soon as we get done with this, pop the foundation back on it. Bam! Look at that. It's beautiful, guys. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video and the content that I put out, man, hit like and subscribe. And enjoy the rest of this show.